All right, so we're still in the world of notes 4 here, but this time we're going to talk about the next little section, which is on exponents. And basically, folks, for these, if you're going to multiply terms that have exponents like bases, then you simply have to add the exponents. And there's a little example here. If you've got x to the second times x to the third, you create an x to the fifth. But the x itself won't change. It's the exponents that do. Again, it has to be multiplication here. So let's take a look at our first problem here. We've got x to the third times x to the sixth. So I am going to do a step here that I almost never do. I just remind you to add. All right, so we're going to add those exponents and we're going to get x to the ninth. All right, it can be that simple. Let's see, part B. Ooh, this one's a little bit, right? Got to pay attention to that negative and a positive 9 there. So this is going to be x to the negative 5 plus 9. And that's going to be positive 4. More positives than negatives. Okay. Now, part C, don't get weirded out by the coefficients. All right. The coefficients are these numbers sitting right here and here. And the reason I say don't get weirded out is because you're just going to multiply them like you would normally. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then for k, I'm going to take the x, no, not x squared, k squared here. So the squared and the fourth here, and I'm going to add those and tell you it's k to the sixth. All right, so that little bit's done. And then part D, if you've got a couple of variables, it's okay. Just do each variable individually. Okay, so I'm going to take this one apart in pieces. I'm going to deal with the numbers first. I will deal with the x term second, and then the last thing I'll deal with are the y terms. Okay, so let's talk numbers here. We've got 3 times 5. I like a 15 for that. Then I've got, let's see, x squared and x to the fourth. So if I add the exponents, so 2 plus 4 makes 6. Okay, and then the y terms, now the y terms you got to be super careful because this y term, I can clearly see the exponent here of 3. This y term, it's a little bit more difficult. It's not y to the 0. That's a totally different kind of problem. But whenever you have a variable on its own, and actually even if you have a number on its own that has no written exponent, mathematically there is a 1 there that we as mathematicians are just way too lazy to write. So that's going to be y to the 1 plus 3 makes 4, and that is how you do a little simplification of exponents. All right, and again, this is only if you are multiplying like bases. You get to add the exponents. There is another little section to notes 4, which is on adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing fractions. I'm going to put that in a separate video. So this one just stays on exponents. Folks, let me know if you have any questions or concerns.